West, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work first. As their fight song goes, the Huskies made the Ducks bow down to Washington in a blowout the last time these two met.
And they started so fast in that game. They left no question as to who was the more dominant side. So I think for this one, David, Oregon has got to start fast.
And you can imagine these Oregon players and coaches, just by talking to them, you can feel it. Like, they know what happened last time they matched up. And they were embarrassed, and they want to own this rivalry. They think they're the better program, and they're looking to make a statement to them.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Sparko. Brings it to the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for space. It's Green. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Shields. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Rushes on him. gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He'll keep it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Ducks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal. They'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. We just got to do a better job finishing.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a career with that carry. He's now over 4,000 yards.
And he's made this coaching staff look really smart, David, throughout his career, hasn't he? Defenses week in, week out, they load the box. They try to stop this guy. They're never able to get it done. 4,000 is a ton.
That's crazy, and I like what you said, week in, week out. You know what else you got to have? You got to have some durability, and he's been tough in the lineup almost every single week. You hand him the football.
Sneaks into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. And that ball's free behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world can the offense avoid that disaster? The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play-action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Drives to back and leaves it on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody
turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Washington wants to go quickly. The lone back's got it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to get it through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Barco. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, and time is running short. This time it's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Husky. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Stoneburner. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
With the catch, it's Barco. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Green. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barco. Just plowing ahead. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's a heat. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to bull his way in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for room, it's Hill. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Bulldozes his way through. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. On target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete out of the backfield. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation covered. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. That's Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your next. Let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with a default roster option. Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a time to figure out where on the coaching staff you want to start? Whichever role you now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach of your own or select an existing one. If your plan is to create a custom coach, you can fully customize your coach's appearance, backstory, and starting skills. If you're going for an existing, congratulations. It's time. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win?
Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch. Dropping back, it's Sayin.
First play taken a deep shot.
Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under...